Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from Higher Ground in Beaufort. I'm joined this afternoon by Meyer, who is, are you the director?
Yes.
You are the director, I thought so, of the Santa Helena History Center.
Yes.
Awesome. And this is the third time that you've been a guest here on North of the Broad, so welcome back.
Thank you so much.
And I know that from the time we first had you come on and talk about the center until now, the center now has been open for just about a year.
We just celebrated 1 year, which was really exciting.
And I remember you first coming on and just sort of talking about what was going on and getting funds and going to Washington, but so much has happened in that short amount of time. It's really exciting for Beaufort in general and for the History Center. So you're here to talk about some of the bigger things that are coming up at the center and what people can come and see.
Absolutely. We have moved quickly in just under 3 years total of being an organization, and it's gone from concept to reality. So we're now a fully open History Center where we have visitors every day coming to learn about the story of Santa Elena. And the newest piece that they have to learn about is a discovery of a fort that was lost for 440 years.
Right.
Archaeologists just announced that they found Fort San Marcos, which was previously unknown as to its location, and their work, which we helped fund, led to that announcement that went through 300 news agencies across the world. So it was a pretty exciting time, and what I wanted to share with your viewers today is that we are working really hard to create a 3D model.
Oh, really cool.
Yes. So this spring we will be unveiling the model of Fort San Marcos, and it really launches our efforts to expand the entire exhibit that we call America's Untold Story.
Yep, and you still got the great billboards that you see. You know, before there was Jamestown or Plymouth, there was Santa Helena. So
that's right.
Very, very exciting that we continue to have discoveries and to be able to broaden the exhibit that you have there. How can folks learn more about this discovery? So
there's a few ways. First, once we have the model and the new informative panels up at the History Center, we welcome folks to come see that. It just adds to the experience we already have there today. Then if you go on our website, which I'm sure you'll put on the screen here,
we will. Absolutely.
You can see in the news where we published information about the discovery itself and about the process of building the model. And the archaeologists, who I should not fail to mention, are Dr. Chester DePratter and Dr. Victor Thompson out of USC and UGA respectively. They published a journal in the Journal of Archaeological Sciences reports. So you can see all that through our website, and it's a lot of great information.
Right.
And then we are also excited to announce that Dr. DePratter himself is coming down from Columbia on February 21st to do a special program and talk about that discovery and how they did the non-invasive work to find it.
Right, so there's a lot of technology around this discovery that is new technology that kept the discovery intact, right?
That's correct.
And didn't chip away, as we know that, or we see in our mind as the old archaeological process. So that's really exciting. What visitors need to know when they plan their visit to the center?
Well, folks who want to come see us can come for what we call a general tour, which is from the ring of flags out front.
Which I love, especially when the wind is blowing off the water.
That's right, overlooking Beaufort River. All the way inside to learn about the building itself and the history, and then toward the multiple exhibits that we have that talk about the story of Santa Elena, the exploration of 16th century, accompanying by videos and other ways to learn the story about what life was like back then. It's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. We have free parking, which is always a plus, especially being downtown. Plenty of free parking, and we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4.
Excellent. Obviously, we can't think about Santa Helena without thinking about the Spanish galleon and how exciting that sort of excitement brings when it comes to Port Royal and to Beaufort. Anybody know when it's going to return? Because I'm sure that people are hoping that if they saw it and didn't get an opportunity to go on board, thinking to themselves, darn, I missed that, or I didn't get my kids on that. Any chances they're coming back?
We are on the brink of firming up their return visit, so I'm happy to report that.
Hold tight.
We get questions all the time. Folks loved when the galleon came to visit. And the crew aboard the ship said it was one of the most significant stops they did last year. So they definitely want to come back, and we're fine-tuning that date. So be ready for an announcement here shortly.
Okay, we'll be looking for it. If folks want to get involved, if they want to help you in any way, how can they do that? And what are you looking for as far as support from the community, Megan?
Well, community support is somewhat of a broad term, but it's really the core of our success.
Yeah, absolutely.
The community has done so much for us, both in volunteer time and donations, bringing their family in town to come in and visit and participating in our programs. And I think if we can continue to see that, that level of engagement, we'll continue to be a success. And there's not just a reason to come once to see us.
Absolutely.
We want to make it a dynamic cultural hub. We want there to be reasons for people to come back time and time again. And one way we're doing that is through our program series. So even if you've seen the exhibit, once we add more, you can come see it again and see the new things. But then you can come every week if you want to and learn a different aspect of the Santa Elena story or the 16th century or local Beaufort history or hear storytelling or see reenactors. There's always something different going on. And the other thing we're doing that has been very popular, and it's a whole lot of fun, is hosting school groups that come in on field trips, and they are doing something different than they've ever done, and the kids don't realize they're meeting curriculum standards by being there and digging in the sandbox and watching the videos and meeting the living history characters.
True hands-on learning, you know.
That's right.
Obviously lots of people learn in different ways, so it's amazing to have those opportunities. So I'm so happy to have you on as a guest.
Thank you.
We obviously welcome you to come back, and people can always go to your website to find out more information, and when things change and if there's any special announcements, they can find it there first.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for being a guest on North of the Broad. We'll be right back with our next guest.